Who do you think, and this definitely is positionally weighted, has contributed the most points to the offense this season? Who's the highest graded offensive player?
Trent Williams.
It's the quarterback.
How is
it's
it
Jimmy Garoppolo?
Really?
Now, I don't quite understand it, but
me neither.
Among quarterbacks, he's graded 19th. So it's kind of like I think quarterbacks are naturally going to get the most points in your offense.
So that's part of their grading.
Highest in the offense, but 19th amongst quarterbacks. Do you think that's fair?
These last 3 games, yes. These last 3 games, yes. And look, for everybody this last week, man, he only threw the ball 5 yards, whatever, middle of the field. Those were some tight window throws. And when you're the game
plan, his game. That's his game, whatever.
And when the game plan is rush the ball 40 times and throw it 25 times, Jimmy made the throws, man. The thing is when you start getting into that 30, 35, 40 attempts, that's when the no throws are going to happen. But when you can limit that because you're running the ball, Jimmy Garoppolo can execute a game plan. And I'm not sure that anybody should be surprised by that. I thought that's what we all knew going into this season. I thought that's what we all knew. I'm just shocked that he's the highest graded. That doesn't make much sense to me, but I have to look into this grading system.
I don't get it either. I think it's just because he's a quarterback and I don't know. But see, to me, the thing that's crazy about Garoppolo is like, if the Niners had decided, like all of a sudden they like Jimmy, right? All of a sudden they really like Jimmy. If they had decided they liked him last year, they could have extended his contract, given him another signing bonus and made him very cheap. His cap number could have been 12. And if his cap number is 12 in a given year, man, I love him. All of a sudden, right?
That's what I was going to say. I think that the cap number, right? The cap number and what you're paying him for the production and the sort of game management is not adding up. Now, if that cap number and that salary is much lower, and you're able to bring in other free agents and load this team up, then you're fine with it. But
you're fine. Look at the Patriots; they're good. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying Mac Jones will be worth $27 million a year, but what is he at right now? It was 7. That's cool. Yeah. But that's what I look at Jimmy as. Like, yeah, I mean, he's a good quarterback, but there's a certain point where you're paying him too much. And that's what the Niners have been there for years.
And that's the only problem, because everybody wants to point to last year. Well, he wasn't even in the top 10 in paid quarterbacks. Yeah, but that number grows in the dead cap every single year. And I think that's what people are worried about. And when you talk about being able to get out of the contract for basically nothing when you had the chance to do it, and now next year, wherever he gets traded to, you're going to have to eat some of that money and help that team. You can't just send that money over. Nobody's going to say, yeah, we'll take Jimmy and the $26 million. So when you send him to Pittsburgh, you're going to say, hey, man, we got to pay 8, and you take the other 18. And they'll say, cool, because the Pittsburgh Steelers just came out today and said that they are not going into the draft, anything like that, rookie draft. The next person who replaces Ben Roethlisberger is going to be a proven quarterback in this league, whether that's Aaron Rodgers, whether that's Deshaun Watson, I think it's Jimmy Garoppolo. He seems like a natural fit to go right over there.
Could be. When people when people support Jimmy Garoppolo, he's not that overpaid. I mean, really, his average per year isn't that high. And that's true. The thing is, people who get paid more, usually teams work with them and backload the contract, and they have it so their current cap number isn't too high. And they keep renegotiating and extending and giving signing bonuses and making them somewhat affordable in the short term. The Niners haven't done that with Jimmy. They've kept him really expensive so they could cut him whenever. But you don't want to cut him. So extend him or replace him. It's just now they're in this position where they have the most expensive quarterback room in the league, and they're mediocre because other positions matter. I'm sorry. They do.
Yeah, and I think that's
their defensive line isn't that good. That's the crazy thing. Their D-line isn't that good.
That's everybody's complaint, right? You drop that number and you free up some money, and you can load up on pass rush and make this team more lethal. Or you could have got yourself a cornerback. You could have got a cornerback, something like that, anything like that. And I think that's people's complaints.
Right. Okay, so Jimmy Garoppolo, number 1, because he's the quarterback, 19th amongst quarterbacks. That seems kind of fair.